In this first segment, Dave, the staff person, is having one of his regular meetings with Mark, a person with a developmental disability, who has given us permission to videotape his session. Mark lives in a group residence and has a history of acting out physically after ruminating about a problem. He has made tremendous gains in this area, part of which is a result of meetings with staff which have given him an opportunity to vent his feelings. Mark and Dave are discussing a problem that Mark had at his day program. Mark was looking into a shopping bag belonging to one of his teachers and was reprimanded for it. You'll have an opportunity to view the entire first segment and then go back and analyze how Dave worked with Mark.
Mark, how was your day today?
Good day.
It was a good day? Can you look at me?
Yeah, good day.
Your day was good today?
Yeah, why did the teachers revoke me today?
I'm sorry, I didn't
Why did
understand.
the teachers revoke me today?
One of the teachers rewrote you today?
Revoke me. Why did the teachers revoke me?
Oh, you provoked?
No, why did the teachers revoke me today?
One of the teachers revoked you today?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
She told me, I was one of the teachers buying the car, right? And I was looking in the bag, and she told me, one of the teachers bought a car, right? I was looking in the bag, see what kind of car she had. She told me to mind my own business.
Oh, so one of the teachers told you to mind your own business?
Yeah. No, she told me mind my own business.
One of the teachers told you to mind your business?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I didn't hit her nothing like that. I told her, you just revoked me, right? You just revoked me, and revoked me, and so I told her I was not going to go on more trips with her in the morning.
Okay, so you talked to her about it. You said that she just provoked you and you weren't going to go on trips with her anymore?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you feel when she told you that it wasn't any of your business?
I felt upset, you know. I told her you got me upset, you revoked me right now. That's all I did, told her.
You told her that upset you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's upsetting when people tell you things like that, right?
Yeah.
I would be upset by that also.
But I didn't hit her nothing like that. I didn't lose my temper, nothing like that. You know?
That was really good that you remembered that you should talk and not lose your temper, right?
I talked a lot. I talked to Joe Garcetti and talked to Stephanie.
You talked to Joe and Stephanie?
Yeah.
You talked to them about this teacher that was bothering you?
Yeah.
Okay. And you decided that you weren't going to bother rec trips?
I talked to Joe and Tina about it.
You talked to Joe and Tina?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about it now?
I feel happy I'm home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you feel about how you handled the situation?
Good. You're good.
Yeah, it sounds like you did a really good job.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to deal with those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you did real well.
Stop the tape and discuss the following. How do you think Mark felt going into the session, and how do you think he felt at this point? Now let's go back and analyze how the staff person, Dave, helped Mark to better cope with his problem.
Why did the teachers revoke me today?
I'm sorry, I didn't
Why did
understand.
the teachers revoke me today?
One of the teachers rewrote you today?
Revoke me. Why did the teachers revoke me?
Oh, you provoked?
No, why did the teachers revoke me today?
One of the teachers revoked you today?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
She told me, I was one of the teachers buying the car, right? And I was looking in the bag, and she told me, one of the teachers bought a car, right? I was looking in the bag, see what kind of car she had. She told me to mind my own business.
Oh, so one of the teachers told you to mind your own business?
Yeah.
You may have noticed that even though Mark talked about doing something that was inappropriate, looking in someone's handbag, Dave did not become judgmental of Mark's behavior, but rather was empathic about how Mark felt about being reprimanded by the teacher. Dave started by dealing with the emotional issue, Mark's feelings, rather than the rational issue, his behavior. To have been judgmental of Mark at this point may have precipitated a negative reaction and been counterproductive. Later, when Mark is calmer, a discussion of his inappropriate behavior can take place. In order to start with the emotional issue, you must first demonstrate empathy to the individual. Being empathic means understanding what feeling the person is experiencing, thinking about having been in a similar situation yourself, recognizing that being judgmental makes a person feel worse, and asking yourself the question, do I really care about this person's situation? In this situation, it may be a challenge for the staff person to remain empathic. Let's see why. What may make it difficult to be empathic is that as a staff person, you are balancing your counseling role with other roles you find yourself in with the individuals you work with: a teacher, advocate, limit setter, and fellow human being. At this point, even though you may be tempted to take on one of your other roles, for example, limit setter, it is most important to be a fellow human being and understand what the person is experiencing. It's important to look at the person with two sets of eyes, yours and theirs. Resist thinking that the person caused the problem and understand that regardless of the circumstances, the individual is experiencing a real problem and it is affecting them. It is at these moments that empathy is most important. Stop the tape and discuss why you think Dave decided to discuss the emotional issues first rather than the rational issue of taking someone's property. In helping Mark with his problem, Dave also took into account Mark's past history, present problem, and future goals. As you watch Dave work with Mark, remember that the present emotional state must be supported before you can deal with future goals.
Okay, so you talked to her about it. You said that she just provoked you and you weren't going to go on trips with her anymore?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you feel when she told you that it wasn't any of your business?
I felt upset, you know. I told her you got me upset, you revoked me like that. That's all I did, told her.
You told her that that upset you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's upsetting when people tell you things like that, right?
Yeah.
I would be upset by that also.
But I didn't hit her, nothing like that. I didn't lose my temper, nothing like that. You know.
That was really good that you remembered that you should talk and not lose your temper, right?
I talked a lot.
Stop the tape and review the importance of understanding the past, present, and future when counseling.